We are going to go over starting a fire for camping, survival, pleasure, and sit around the campfire. Everybody loves a campfire, or those that don't love it just probably got burned or something when stepped in it when they were drinking or whatever it is the reason, but that doesn't mean most people don't enjoy campfires. You need fuel, which could be a multitude of different things. In this case, it's going to be paper and wood. The three elements that you need are oxygen, fuel, and a fire source. A spark, a flame, lightning strike, whatever it takes. These are the twigs we're going to use. Now I'm going to tell you a couple little secrets about starting a fire. One, it gets hot. Two, what happens in a lot of cases is persons take something like a piece of paper. This is any piece of paper, okay? And then they'll put it down there and then they'll say, hey, if we put a stick on that, we should be able to light a fire. Well, when you start that piece of paper up, as you lay it down, it is flat, it burns quickly, it burns across, as you see how it travels. So the flames travel across that flat piece of paper. I do have a little limb on there. You can see how that's starting now. Okay, the limb is starting, and you say, well, let's just add some more because we got a fire going here, right? So you're going to start adding a few more twigs. You're going to put it over that flame and hope that it's got time to catch. And here she goes. Beautiful, huh? All right, so you're still freezing. You're not cooking a thing. You're not going to be getting a decent fire out of this because this paper is already burned all the way through. Ouch, that little son of a buck. So don't touch it when it's still hot. But here's the secret. See this? This is what you do with paper. Okay, I'm going to show you the big difference here. Matter of fact, I could just show you with just that one ball. Let me do that. So I'm going to put that same twig or a similar twig over the top of it, and I'm going to light this ball. Now watch the difference. See how the ball burns and it's not traveling across that ball very quickly? You can't even hardly see the flame. And see how it's already caught that twig? Look at the twig go already. You're saying to yourself, that's really remarkable. What the hell is that? Heck is all that about? Well, the idea, and in this particular case, it's just one little piece of paper, but the idea is when you accumulate a number of round, squished up, hard-packed pieces of paper, it's going to have a much better chance of allowing it to catch that limb. And then when you're putting other limbs over the top of those flames, a lot of times it'll be long enough and hot enough to be able to catch the rest of those limbs. So as that one's still burning, you can see it's still burning, that one ball. But we're going to take a series of balls here, okay? So let's just say you're out there and you're got your friends and your family coming over, or your kids are out there and they're cold and they're waiting for a fire. Dad, Mom, build us a fire. Or the kids want to build a fire, you just have to watch them. So what we can do are a couple things. We can put a few balls of paper in there. One thing that I've done in the past is take one flat piece and lie that piece under the balls. So here, you remember what happens with that one piece? It travels across the paper, right? So in lieu of lighting each individual ball, if you just light the edges of the paper as it travels, it will catch those pieces. It'll catch those balls. Then you just put a few twigs over the top. You don't want to smother it yet. You just want to increase the amount of chances that your limbs will catch. Okay? See, as that ball, that first ball starts to flame up, second ball, third ball, because that one single piece of paper had traveled through there already. Okay? So as these twigs start, you're going to start getting embers. You're going to start getting pieces of wood that are on fire and they're burning. And you shouldn't need any more paper than that to start a fire. But you see how I'm just kind of stacking it on there but not smothering it? You can hear the crackle of the fire already. Okay? Isn't that something? Doesn't take a whole heck of a lot. we have a fire burning now. Now you're gonna have cousin Jed or brother Mike, like I have, that's gonna take a big fat piece of wood, and it's gonna be a log about this big, and he's gonna dump it right on top of it right away, and that fire is never gonna stay lit. Okay, so you don't wanna add big pieces of wood until you get a good fire going. You hear that crackling, you hear this? This is the start of a hot dog weenie roast, or some marshmallows and some s'mores. A trout, oh my God, a trout over the open fire. We are going down that road. It's coming. Don't even play with me. But that balling of the paper, that's what I wanted to get across here on this particular video, because that is pretty much the secret to making sure that the flames stay hot long enough to catch the wood. There are other things you can put underneath it, but why? Newspaper, regular paper. As long as you can crumble it up and tighten it up, tighten the ball up so it has time to catch, you'll get a fire. Nice easy fire. Look at that. Now Kumbaya and singing. I don't even know, is Kumbaya a song? Is it?